First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Son. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52 in the face. Hey.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
We're going to sign. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There's a party now. Whoa. Alert 3. Alert. Red 80.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Darnold now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! Like the 59. Watch the screen. Pass.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bring it. Watch out. Red 80. Red 80.
Now Lewis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Go. New Mike 52. Mike 50. 80. So we got a touch.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Evans has it left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. To throw is Darnold. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, check Mike, check Mike.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Saints.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, orbit.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Darnold. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We're going to sign. Check, 59, 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Red 80. Red 80.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Why? Get wide.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And right side, Henry's got it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare. And ladies, you draw quarters. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Saints' 5-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
52, 5.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold stepping, and the Chicago Bears are in the end zone. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Saints nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking end zone for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
11.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo again. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. Ready? 65.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. It's third down and goal from the 5-yard line.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
951. You ain't doing nothing.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
On first down, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Second and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll get this to Eckler. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
The linebacker
second and 5. At the Bears.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
21. Slam.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Past the 20, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
12, fellas, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
52's the mic.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. How about that? Their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the safety creep.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Saints.
Here we go. 180.
Man left. We got 4.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
52 right here. Here we go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike, we're going to sign. 59. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 30. 80. Bang, 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 bang. Check.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they'll get to this and touch it, looks like, right at the 15-yard line here.
15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Lewis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We got sack.
52. I'm scared. But, you got to get the point. Get on the point right here. Alert 86. Alert 86. Tight left.
Darnold on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Raekwon McMillan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Drop deep,
Throwing on second and long. Darnold eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Akella Witherspoon.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Going on the ground with Eckler. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, check. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go, D.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's got Evans. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Humphries. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Darnold to throw again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I got you.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man, complete. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Saints, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.